bro. Now it's loading. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Galactic Nerd Outpost. I am your host, Joey McGee, a.k.a. Gojin the Makai Phantom, and joining me once again is my good friends, Kaiju Cody.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get the show on. Go play.
And Minecraft World.
作れ選べばいい。姉はしばらく笑いなし。Sorry, it felt fitting.
Italian.
I always did.
And today, as you can tell...
Oh, okay. You must have learned
today what we're going to be doing, we're going to be looking at three things. Gamera Rebirth's return, AI Slop the Anime, and Hollywood Slop Shrek 5.
Who asked, aka, I want more of this, aka, who asked for this, aka, who really asked for this?
I swapped those last two, but sure.
For sure.
Oh boy.
But I'll be right back. You guys continue to entertain the audience. I have to go get something out of the oven.
Damn it.
Lord.
He's late and he's still forgetting to do shit.
God damn it, dude. You had one job. Well,
I told his mother not to stand so close to the microwave when she was pregnant with him. I guess I should tell our audience something. Yes, it's true. I am Gojin's daddy. And how do I know I'm his daddy? Because I did it to his mama. And she liked that shit. Oh, yeah.
I question your methods.
There's
and your sanity.
Sanity? I ain't got one of those.
Okay, good. We're even.
All right. So, as y'all can see, we're going to be... Well, Gojin already covered the basics, but with Gamera Rebirth, it sort of just came, and then it sort of went, didn't it? Like, it got next to no traction except for in some select kaiju-centric corners of the internet. A lot of people liked it, some people didn't, but the rest of the world seemed to just not even acknowledge that it existed, sort of just passed it by. Like, it didn't even crack the top 10 on the Netflix list when it was put out, which is really a shame because I really, really like Gamera Rebirth. In fact, I loved that shit. It's not without its problems. Mainly, it doesn't really explain its backstory as well as it could have, and also the human animation is ass. But Big Monster sure go burr very good in the show.
I concur with pretty much all of that. As someone who was like bear witness to at least the latter half of the Gamera hiatus, and as someone who absolutely adores Gamera on a comparable level to Godzilla, this show was absolutely immaculate. I remember I remember when it first got announced, and I remember exactly where I was when I found out that it was announced. I was driving home from work. Well, more accurately, my dad was driving me home from work because I didn't have a license at that point. But when I found out that OmniViewer did a video discussing it, I figured it was a joke. It was not a joke. And then the show released. Oh, man. 17 years of waiting, freaking worth it.
So fucking worth it. That shit was dope, man. I had so much fun with the show. I watched it like almost two times in one day. I had to stop in the halfway through my second viewing because, well, there's only so much time in one day. But I finished it up the very next day. This show really scratched the itch that I had that I didn't realize I had until I watched it, and it made me realize just how much I love and appreciate Gamera and how much I miss that fucking Ninja Turtle from Japan.
Yeah, dude. See, you did a better job at describing what Gamera is than Anthony Gramuglia, who called it an alien turtle. Oh, fuck.
Who that is? Who's that Anthony Waza?
Anthony Gramuglia. Long story. Go watch some of Zim's live streams, and that'll explain it. Yeah. But we're not here to talk about Anthony. We're here to talk about Gamera.
We are here to talk about how Gamera
I'm
and
back.
the other giant monsters in the show go for. Oh,
Oh, Joey.
hi there, Gojin. Now you might get some messages asking if I'm really your father. Pay no attention to those.
But what should we look at first?
Well, we were talking about Gamera. Although in hindsight, we probably should have saved the best for last. But I was just so excited to talk about Gamera because, well, this tells me that there is hope for the future, which is good because for a moment there, it seemed like Gamera Rebirth was just going to come and then was just going to went on its merry way. Which it seems to me like the people in charge of Gamera Rebirth don't want it to just go away. They want it to work, which is why they're doing what we're going to be talking about here really quick.
Yeah.
So, Gojin,
I'm really hyped for this because
recap for everyone what your first impressions
really
of Gamera Rebirth were.
My first impressions was it was a pretty good show. It wasn't anything groundbreaking, as I think most of us can agree the human animation was pretty bad, but the monster stuff was all very, very fluid. The colors were very well done. Yeah. And also, you had an overall very good story and characters. So, I was very disappointed when it seemed like it didn't do very well, but now that we got the whole thing with the manga adaptation, we got the reoccurring on TV aspect of it, that tells me maybe in Japan it actually did pretty good. And a thing I do want to say with this Gamera, with it is, do you guys think it's gonna just be like a cut up like they do with Gundam for the TV versions, like making it like cutting it down from 40-some minutes to like 25 minutes per episode? Or do you think there's gonna be like new footage and things like that, and maybe touched up animation on the humans?
Well, before I answer that, I want to say to everyone, thank you for joining us for Galactic Nerd Outpost episode 69. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard I don't know about the human animation, but I did hear rumors that they were going to touch up on the monster animation, which I don't see why. I think it's the human animation that needs some tender, loving care, not the monster stuff. The monster stuff I thought was pretty near flawless.
The monster animation, right?
Yeah, the monster. Yeah, every single kaiju moves pretty fluidly and is incredibly expressive in their own right. So watching the show, yeah.
So why does that need touch up, but the human stuff doesn't? I don't get that.
I don't know.
But here's what I think. I think that I don't know if it did do good in Netflix. Probably in Netflix in Japan. Probably not. They're probably doing this to try and see if it'll do better on normal television than they did on streaming. Because the fact that they're doing this, and also with that manga English translation that's going to be released on Amazon here really soon, all of that tells me that the people who made this really don't want it to just be a flash in the pan and then be done with. I think they want this to keep going, and they want to follow up on that cliffhanger that they left us on that promises more. So they're trying to think of ways to do that, and this TV re-editing and re-airing is one of those ways.
And
it could be, but there's also, as Kaiju Noir pointed out in the Sakura Central chat, Kaiju Noir said he doubts they're gonna add like any new footage or anything, because with in Japan you have like Gundam OVAs, and those OVAs direct-to-video animation. A lot of those Gundam shows eventually get aired on television, and all they basically do is cut down the length of it, and I don't think those OVAs do bad. I think they're successful. It's just a way to make more money. So while it could be their way of gathering more views for Gamera Rebirth, it also could mean a lot of things. It could mean that. It could mean that it was successful, so they're trying to make even more. Or it could mean, or it could just be that they wanted to air it.
Yeah. There's very many possibilities, but I gotta say, if they are doing this re-editing, I hope that very little footage is lost because I know they have to do some sort of editing magic to make it fit in the time slot and like with the commercials and everything, so it fits a half-hour time slot. I just hope that nothing gets lost because this show had so much going for it. There was stuff it could have done better, absolutely, but overall, I think the story works more than it doesn't work. So I'd hate to see any of that get lost.
Yeah.
I would too.
For me, to answer the question of how they go about it, yeah, simple cut up definitely feels like the way they're going to go about it, considering they stated it's 12 episodes, so each episode is going to be effectively split in half, considering there were 6 originally. So, and I think a cut up would be easier than just making new footage. Maybe a tad bit of new footage, not much, but I don't really know how this stuff works in the West.
I think that's what they do with Gundam.
But yeah,
I think that's what they do with Gundam. Like, Kaiju I use Gundam as an example, but if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. I think they cut it out a bit of what's on the OVA and added some slight new footage here and there, I think. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. Any Gundam fans that would know something like this, feel free to correct me, go in more detail and things of that nature.
He's you know, hear what he's saying.
He's anything like
he
Gundam,
is saying, he is openly saying, please say, well, actually.
Yeah, because I think that's what I heard about the case of Gundam Unicorn, is it was 95% the same thing, but there were some things removed and a few things added for the TV version. I've only watched the TV version of Unicorn years ago. I never watched the OVA cut, but yeah, I think that's effectively what I heard that what goes on with Gundam, and if that's the strategy with putting Gundam OVAs on television, it would probably also be done with Gamera.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can see that. I just hope that this actually does lead somewhere, and I do hope that we do get a Gamera Rebirth season 2 because I needs it.
Yes, I will take a season 2. Preferably, I would like for Gamera to return to the big screen, though, just in some way, shape, and or form. But Rebirth Season 2 wouldn't be much of a problem either, considering Season 2 has the ability to rectify a lot of the show's issues, and the show was already pretty good as it is.
For sure.
Something
else I would like to say.
Another thing that makes... You go on. I think this computer has like a delay on my end.
Minecraft, any delay from me?
No.
Okay.
Not on my
then
end.
yeah, there is probably a delay on your end, Gojin. I'm sorry, man. I am so sorry.
It's fine. Like I said, this computer's only supposed to hold me off for so long till I eventually just get a better one.
Oh, I see. So it's not an actual replacement. They basically went down to the second-hand store and got you the cheapest bitch they could. I see how it is.
Jokes aside, thanks for this, Nick. You, Nick and Daniel, you guys did have to, but I'm only gonna be using this to hold me off till I get something better.
For sure. Now, what was I gonna say? If they do get that season 2, I hope that it doesn't end on any cliffhangers. I would like it to have a satisfying ending so that in case there isn't a season 3, that we could call it good. Like, because with all the teasing they did at the end of season 1, I'm just like, if this doesn't get a season 2, I'm going to cry. And lo and behold, I did cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, it's very important because this show was advertised as, if this does well, Gamera will be back. If it doesn't, Gamera's dead. At least for a long fucking time. And you gotta remember, Shusuke Kaneko went to Kadokawa, I think, with an idea for a Gamera movie, and they told him, we're doing this first, but if we succeed, we'll have a movie in the works. So it's like, that's very important. Hell, Hiroyuki Tsuchida, the guy who directed this show and the Godzilla anime trilogy, Blame and Knights of Sidonia and all that, he's a good director. He actually says he would like to do a movie at some point. I think he said a live-action movie, and I would definitely be interested to see that.
Yeah, he also stated he had the idea for 5 different seasons.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he did.
You know, I kind of think
And
that
it's
they
like,
should have gone with.
it's very important.
I kind of think they should have gone with the Shinsuke Kaneko
I'll be right back. I'm going to
movie
switch
first.
my mobile device.
Ugh.
Okay.
I feel like such an asshole. I keep cutting him off.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. I think that they should have done the Shinsuke Kaneko movie first and then did this show, because Shinsuke Kaneko is a recognized name. He's sort of a recognized brand in Japan, so people would be putting eyes on Gamera just for him alone. But then those eyes that are put on Gamera could also be turned towards the show, and they'll be like, "Hey, that's from that Flying Turtle movie I saw that I liked. Let's see what more of that is about." But it is what it is.
It's even added considering what Kaneko did the last time he had his hands on the turtle.
Oh yeah, he made a fantastic trilogy of movies that some say rival the Heisei, the best of Godzilla movies, and would even argue are probably even better than the best Godzilla movies. Now,
I resent that.
What is widely considered to be 3 of the best kaiju movies ever made. 3 of the best examples that the genre has to offer.
I will say, I'm one of the people who thinks the Heisei era of Godzilla and the Heisei era of Gamera are on par.
Right on. I certainly enjoy the Heisei Gamera movies. They're not my favorite thing, but I can say objectively, there's some quality stuff.
Well, it is. Shinji Higuchi and everyone involved with it are very talented people. Oh, and the Blue Otaku said, "What's up, Doc? I just got here. Not much. We're talking about
We're talking about Big Turtle.
Yeah, Big Turtle, then AI Slop, then Ogre Slop."
Yeah.
With what I did to get on here, guys, it's going to break your fucking brain. But I still have my computer on, so I have all the powers I do to, like, add stuff to the screen, accept, and things of that nature. But I turned the audio on the computer down all the way, so you guys aren't echoing. And I'm using my phone's audio to talk, so I'm not being delayed. So I have all the powers of a computer on StreamYard, but I also don't have the delay of this fucking thing.
Good.
You got the power!
But yeah, as for me, the Heisei trilogy, I consider those to be 3 of my favorite films of all time. Absolute masterclasses in terms of just creative scale, story, characterization, both for the monsters and humans. Just absolutely incredible pieces of work that are borderline timeless, I would argue.
I agree with that.
I'm sorry, I didn't agree to come on the Jerking Off Gamera podcast.
Listen. I'm the Gamera nut of the group. I love all things Big Turtle. He's one of my favorite fictional characters, and and at times I appreciate him a lot more than I do Godzilla because of who he is and just how unique he is. Gamera Rebirth was a massive deal for me on a personal level because of that.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Gamera is pretty neat, but also made of turtle meat.
We love you, Gamera.
Gamera is fucking awesome.
Gamera is. I'll tell you this. I also love the 2006 film Gamera the Brave. I think that does a real good job of being like a live-action Ghibli movie with kaiju attacks and all that.
Yeah, it sort of put me in mind, in addition to the Ghibli films, it also sort of put me in the mind of those 80s to 90s kid group adventure movies. You know, like The Goonies, Monster Squad, Sandlot, those kind of things. it sort of reminded me of those movies too, the same way that Gamera Rebirth did. And I mean that in the best of ways. They took that movie and this show did something and had something in common, that they took the friend of all children thing and they actually made it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Blue Otaku said, "Did Minecraft just say he likes Gamera? He likes Gamera's nut?"
No, I'm a Gamera nut. If I like any kaijus, if I like the nut of any kaiju, it's Raiga.
Okay.
Yes, I am quite joyous.
I see what you did there. But so something I'm curious about when it comes to that manga that's getting an English translation. Finally, they say it's a prequel. I wonder if it's going to explain the backstory to the show better than the show does. Y'all think maybe so?
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard, that the thing is, it's basically thousands of years in the past explaining where the monsters come from, why they exist, what they are, and what they do, as well as just everything that the show was trying to do.
So it's good that there's that to fill in the gaps, but y'all know me by now. I don't like when people when they have to try to use other media to cover the pitfalls of the main source of media. I've said that multiple times.
That's why a season 2 is necessary, because that has the potential to rectify a lot of the plot holes, issues, and problems that that the first season did have.
Exactly. And while I do appreciate the fact that the Gamera manga will be there to cover at least some of those pitfalls, I don't know if it will all. I'm just saying it would be better if they covered it in the show. So hopefully, if there is a season 2, like we're all praying, that happens.
Lord, please.
I beg of you. Uh-oh. Gojin, did you die?
Oh, no. I just didn't have anything to say in that regard, but I do agree, since you guys basically said what I was thinking.
Well, right on.
Yeah.
So, does anyone else want to say, does anyone have anything else to say about this whole Gamera business?
The information is very limited right now, so there's really so much that we could say beyond, I hope this does very well on television and that we get more Gamera stuff. I especially want the fucking G.N.O movie.
Pretty much the same.
I don't care what comes of it. I don't care what kind of Gamera media comes of it. I just want Gamera to come back on the big screen again, please.
Yeah. And I want to say,
in addition, doing it, I want to see it.
Yeah.
I also want to say, in addition to Cody talking about I think it was Cody who said that the G.N.O film should have been first.
Yeah.
I agree with that, because it's like, again, Gamera Rebirth is a good show, but since the human animation is so bad, that turned off many people, and probably, it'll probably turn off more. That's why I think for this TV edit, they should very much worry about improving that animation.
Absolutely. And it's a shame too, because while the human animation is bad, the character writing for those characters is actually really, really good. It really carries the bulk of the human side of the story, as it should. I love those characters, despite the fact that they're not the most pleasant to look at.
Yeah.
So, here's hoping that the humans in Gamera get more justice. Yes, I am one of those people who advocate for better human stuff in kaiju movies. Fight me. I will meet you in the parking lot.
I am too. And everyone who says that humans don't matter, it's like, I want to ask, how many Godzilla movies have you seen beyond those compilations on YouTube?
Yeah. Gochin,
I think
there's going to be a lot of people I have to meet in the parking lot. You need to get my back, okay?
Will do.
Yeah, I think a kaiju-focused story can work. It's just considering how well we've seen it with Godzilla in Hell, we've seen it with Godzilla Dominion. Gamera, I think, has pulled it off a couple times. No, he hasn't. But there are other kaiju-focused stories out there. Project Nemesis, while being 50-50 split, is one of the best. Is one of the best examples at characterizing the kaiju individually. But Yeah, humans do matter.
They
And-
do
Yeah,
very
they
much.
do.
Oh,
Like,
and to add to what you said about kaiju-centric plots working, I'll also argue, even though it's technically not a great movie, there's a lot that could be improved. I will fight for this till the day I die. I can say that Kong's story in New Empire was near masterful.
it was like, again, like the Adam Winger knew how to do monster storytelling, and while there was no great world building for Godzilla's shift in character, as pointed out by D-Man, Zim, and others, at the same time, other than just a few shortcomings, he knows how to tell a monster story.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. I would argue that there is a bit of grounds for Godzilla's sudden shifting character in Godzilla vs. Kong in that, well, he knew instinctually that whatever he was hunting in that movie, that being Mechagodzilla, was a creation of the humankind, so he sort of felt betrayed by that.
I
and that's why
don't think it was ever implied that he was going after humans because of Mechagodzilla. That he was even aware that Mechagodzilla was a human creation. All he knew was that King Ghidorah is back, and that's a bad thing.
Oh, I'm not saying he was going after humans. I'm just saying that because he knew, or at least I think he knew that Mechagodzilla was a human creation, he didn't care about their safety as much and saw them more as an obstacle at this point.
So Proton said, letting it play in the background. Thanks, buddy.
Okay.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. Stupid Monsterverse headcanon says what? What?
Well, again, even though something might not be confirmed and all that, a big fun in interpreting art is taking the evidence of what's on and thinking about what they were going for and what it means.
Mm-hmm.
For
Even
sure,
if it does. Though there is a risky ground with death of the author.
There is. Well, like the death of the author should be about thinking about what the artist's intention was. Like if the artist comes out and say, "Oh, that wasn't it," I don't think you should run with it anymore because by that point you're just pretending.
Sort of like what happened with the radiation poisoning theory for Noriko in Godzilla -1. I was a firm believer in that, but when Takashi and also the actors both came out and said otherwise, I'm like, okay, I'm man enough to say that was my bad, and I did.
And I was right, bitch!
You know what? Meet me in the parking lot in 5 minutes. I'm gonna fuck you up, boy.
Which one?
Minecraft, I would buy pot for you. Gojin, fuck you.
I'm not even old enough to have pot.
Not with that attitude.
God damn it. God damn it.
It's hilarious and you know it.
Yes.
So, seeing as how we all said everything we need to say about Gamera, I guess we should move on to what is arguably the most worst, the cringiest, the most what the fuckery bullshit of the topics. That being, Gojin, you want to talk about it, so you go ahead and introduce us to it.
Okay. What we're talking about now is he is twins Hinahima, I believe it's called, which is being advertised as the first AI anime. Granted, it's not 100% AI. I'll get into the details here. We'll even look at the trailer, but it is in terms of how it's animated. It is 90% AI, and they're bringing this up like it's a fucking good thing. Like, oh yeah, hey kids, you know that AI thing? We're now making a show based off of it. A soulless piece of fucking nothing. Let me get the article, because again, this isn't the fastest computer in the entire world.
Well, 100 bottles of beer on the wall, 100 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around, 99 bottles of beer on the wall. I am not doing the full 100 beers. No, I refuse.
Okay. Where's this? Where's the fucking screen? I shared screen. Okay, it's coming.
Oh, it's coming, all right.
Okay.
Who are you,
Okay.
Nosferatu?
But what we're looking at is twins Hinahima, something like that. First AI TV anime reveals new trailer. We're gonna get into before we look at the trailer, everything that's AI about it, so you can kind of know what you're getting into. The story of twins Hinama revolves around Hinama and her sister Himori, who are both first-year high school students. After witnessing the rise of viral video stars on sites like TikTok, the two decide they want to try going viral themselves. As they begin publishing videos online, they suddenly gain access to a strange new world that flows alongside the reality. According to Igama, a large part of the anime's appeal stems from the close bond between the two leads. Himori, who casually comments on Hinama's words and actions, makes you smile even more when you see the calm atmosphere of the sisters. I hope you will warmly watch over them as they spend their days together, she said. AI is continuously a topic within the anime community, in large part because many industry positions are gradually being phased out by AI programs. To bring the world of Hinama and Himori to life, Frontier Works and Kaka. I can't pronounce that shit. It sounds like Kaka. It is fucking Kaka, let's be real. Creation are utilizing what's known as supportive AI, which is reportedly designed to improve the efficiency of anime production. While AI is used to generate background art and character illustrations, human animators are taxed while finalizing the images. However, the scenes such as hair flowing in the wind, moments that require normal Heidegger, are AI generated, who has served as an in-between artist for Pokemon the movie 3 Spell of the Unknown is twins.
Pokemon movie.
Yeah. But okay, so we're gonna talk about this first. They say AI. They talk about how AI is for finalizing it. That's fine. AI is a good tool when it comes to like perfecting the craft of. Wait 1 minute. Like, why am I hearing myself?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm hearing myself again. Can someone put on earbuds?
I have mine on.
I have
Minecraft?
headphones on. I have headphones on.
Okay. I wonder what's going on then.
Is it you? Is it your end?
It might be. Let me go back on the fucking computer. Okay, I'll be back on the phone in a bit.
He'll be back. Oh. So.
That was weird.
Okay, everything good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Like these.
There's that delay again.
This shit's getting annoying. But I was about to say, using AI as a tool to. Oh shit. Okay, well, don't talk for a bit till I get like 5 seconds without speaking.
Story of my life.
AI could be a good tool when it comes to finalizing stuff. Like it could be good for like research, refining sentences of a script, and things of that nature. But here's the thing: this sounds like AI is doing most of the work in terms of animation, with the animators doing the finalizing of what the AI made. It should be the other way around. It should be the animators made it, and then the AI is there to like touch up to get rid of any shortcomings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
You go, Minecraft.
I don't know. It just kind of frustrates me considering I myself am learning to become an animator. And you said yourself AI can work as a finalization or just other tools in regard. But this is not helping the problem. If anything, it's just making it worse.
Okay, I guess I'll give my 3 cents on it. I basically agree with everything you said. AI definitely has its place, but I'm of the opinion that that place shouldn't be replacing human minds being at the forefront of making a show or any sort of product like this. Okay, let's see about this. What was I trying to say? Sorry, everyone. Autistic brain go burr. So, I have no interest in watching this show, anyways. Because I'm not really into slice of life as is. So why would I want to watch a show about two essentially TikTokers when if I'm going to watch a show, there has to be something besides slice of life. Slice of life can be in there, but there has to be something extra to keep my attention, or it has to be very good slice of life. And so just the fact that I'm not into slice of life anime as is, mixed with the fact that this is a very mechanically made show, for lack of a better term, I'm just like, no, thank you. Major turn off.
Yeah. Now, again, like, the actors and all of them aren't AI. The script, nobody said anything about being written with AI or anything of that nature. But the issue is the animation is mainly AI outside of a few touch-ups and the character designs, which, again, like I said, AI shouldn't be the artists doing the refinements of the AI's work. It should be the AI doing the refinements of the artist's work. Wouldn't you guys agree with that?
Absolutely. I agree with that. The problem is that, well, everyone's looking for ways to save like a quick buck, and it seems like the biggest way to do that right now is AI. A lot of people are predicting, probably correctly, that despite all the media that's warned us about, artificial intelligence is bad, Terminator and The Matrix, anybody, we're just going to keep on moving in that direction, and there's a good chance that this might become the norm, which breaks my heart because, well, I am not an animator myself, but I am a writer. In fact, I have 2 books published that are out right now. And so the idea of AI having such a major effect on the world to where it could replace people's jobs in the creative arts, it frustrates me. This could be the beginning, and I hope it's not. I know this sounds like very technophobic, but the fact that I want to be in this industry, I can't help it. I don't like the idea that I can't be because, well, there's a machine that'll do it better than you. And the fact is, I know you may not agree with me, Gojin, but you sent me the link to the trailer, and I watched it, and honestly, for the most part, the animation is seamless. There are times where it looks like it could have been done with human hands. I'm just being honest. And as a whole, it looks even better than the human animation for Gamera Rebirth and the Godzilla Polygon trilogy. I'm sorry, it just does.
Well, let's take a look at the trailer for ourselves and see where that goes, and I'll discuss my exact problems with it right here.
For sure.
Okay. Okay, 1 minute. You guys hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit, it's lagging. Fuck, it's lagging. Okay. Cody, can you go to the Team Gojin chat and share it, and I'll do it.
Yeah, sure.
It's like.
Here I come to save the day. That means that Kaiju Cody's on his way. Okay, and you shared
Not gonna lie. Every time I hear the term the phrase "death of the author," I think of the author of a book shooting himself after writing.
Ugh. I mean, that used to be it for me when the term "death of the author" first came up. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Somebody shoots themselves in the head or something? Oh, nobody bought my book. So this is which Discord channel did you share the
Team
trailer?
Guardian.
Okay. Upsidoodle. Okay, here we go.
Huh.
Come on. My computer is delaying just a wee little bit, probably because of the fact that I am streaming right now.
Yeah. It's probably running better than my piece of junk.
Ugh. I gotta admit, when I heard that you got a new laptop, I was thinking, oh, this is the answer to all our problems. Everything is all good. I didn't realize, no, this is just a temporary thing. You think we're gonna waste money on you getting you an actual piece of actual machine that you can work? It's just like, thank you very much. Yeah. But, all right. Accept the share.
Yes, did.
Okay. And
私たちさ、ほとんどこの街出たことないでしょ？だからバズったら、なんか起こる気がするな。ひなの、どういうこと？わかんないよ。持ってこないで。
I do agree that I will.
これホラー動画で
No,
バズっ
Minecraft.
That just
Go ahead.
looks really flat. That just looks really flat in the same way that AI would normally look.
you think so?
I think for the most part the details and all that are fine, but I will say the movement of it is a little bit janky when it comes to
The movement is janky, yes, but also the facial detail. And I haven't seen a lot of anime, but I've seen enough to get the general gist of what it's typically like. And I've seen enough AI-generated anime-esque images to get a sense of what it's like. The characters are noticeably much paler than they should be, and they're a lot more flat. Like, one second. Go back a little bit to I think it's a couple seconds back. Further. No. Continue further. Continue ahead, not back. Just ahead.
No.
Oh, there. Actually, that works really well.
Son of a bitch.
That one right there. The eyes are very noticeably further apart. The detail is far, far less in your face by contrast. Let me bring up a Gamera Rebirth. I think, let me find, if you compare that to the character design of Gamera Rebirth, while it isn't as flat, the details are very much details, especially when you look at some of the lighting and the shadows. Probably not getting my points together, but
I get what you mean to some extent.
It just looks flat in the same way that an anime AI would. So, Cody, I don't understand why you're saying it's seamless.
I'd say for the most part, like, if you didn't know it was AI, I'd say these problems are more subtle where you typically wouldn't grasp them right away, but when you know it's AI, you're like, oh, okay, I could see that.
Thing is, I've seen enough of this to figure it out. on my own, yeah, this is AI generated.
A issue I have though is like, let's say it looks seamless. Everything like, the issue is isn't the fact that it's bad. And again, the artwork is not seamless. But let's say it is. The issue is like
Your
there was
face
no
isn't
soul.
seamless.
But it's like if you put basically what I'm saying here is it lacks the detail, the effort, and talent and soul that makes art admirable. Like I
Like your
admire.
mom. Like your mom.
Like I admire Godzilla -1 and Takashi Yamazaki because the actors all put in a lot of time, effort, and nuance into making a story that was both very well written and consistent, having amazingly acted performances, a great score that tells the story more than what's even happening visually. But let's say it came out and said Godzilla -1 was made 90% with AI, written by AI, special effects were AI, music was AI, etc. All that admiration I once held for the movie would go down the drain because even though it would have the illusion of being a masterfully crafted movie, it actually wouldn't. It would be soulless garbage. It would be soulless slop.
I
I
would like to say, when I watched this trailer, I was watching it on my phone because I was away from my computer. I kept telling myself I was going to rewatch it on my computer or maybe my TV to get a better idea of what it's supposed to be, what it's supposed to be visually, what it's supposed to look like. Y'all know all that. But I just never got around to it because, well, I have a life. That's a lie. I don't have a life. But I had other things I'd rather do. But that's probably where the idea of it being seamless came from, because rewatching it on a bigger screen where I can see more detail, I do notice some things that are off, mostly in the movement, like what Kojin said. It is a bit janky, static, and it's like scene comes off a bit unnatural. That's the biggest thing for me. Still better than the human animation from the Polygon trilogy and Rebirth, though.
Yeah, which I will say, like, again, on a surface level, this looks quote-unquote better than the human animation in Rebirth. Like, it's more detailed and stuff like that. It doesn't look all to the same degree, but I respect what Rebirth was going with more because Rebirth actually had talent behind it. Here, it's like let's say this was all... Well, it actually had people who tried, basically. Like, people... But when it came to this work, however, it's like, again, it has the illusion of fine quality, but it wasn't really brought with any soul, just touch-ups. Like, you know how Takashi Yamazaki with Godzilla -1's effects, he was the main special effects artist behind that film, but his team refined his craft. Here, the main driver is the AI, with everyone else refining it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big no-no.
Issue.
Yes.
Yep. But let's continue with the trailer.
Okay.
持ってこないで。これホラー動画でバズれないかな。
That last shot with her head turning is probably like the best shot of the whole trailer.
Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if that aspect was touched up very well by the animators. But again, like I said, it should be, the legwork should not be by the AI with everyone else extra. The AI should be the touch up.
Oh, I agree.
Also,
but yeah.
The hair moved very, very, very wonkily.
Yeah, it did. And they even said it themselves, like the hair moving in the air, that detail was all AI.
For someone who actually has an eye for those kind of details, it definitely shows. Obviously, because, well, Minecraft, the guy who's trying to become an animator, noticed it right off the bat.
Yeah. And that's why I say it's AI slop. Like, granted, this show could be greatly written, greatly acted, have great music, and all that stuff. But the issue is, an issue I have with that is it doesn't really matter. There's a big portion of the work, the animation, that's soulless, and that turns me away. Like, maybe the script and all that could bring some appeal since that has some talent behind it, but I just can't get by that one aspect.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna get by it either. Like I said, I wouldn't be interested in this kind of show already. But the fact that they're trying to replace actual people and sort of take away from their jobs and maybe setting the ground to cut them out altogether, I'm just like, no, thank you. Fuck this show.
Yeah, I agree. And again, I can understand. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to act like it's a moral thing because, let's say if somebody doesn't want to pay animators to work for them, it's like that's fine, but you're gonna get an ass product. That's how I see it. You're gonna get an inferior, soulless product if you don't want to pay animators.
Yeah.
Now, there's a chance that it could get past the general audiences, maybe, but eagle-eyed people who know what's up will be able to tell, at least at first, and they'll also say, oh, what the fuck is this shit? And then get turned off. I don't know if the general audience would be blind to it. I'm just speculating because general audiences tend to be blind to certain details that other people will bitch about on the internet. Just saying. But
it's like.
Go ahead.
Well, it's like when Trevor said when I posted a trailer. He said that you kids in your AI slop comments. If you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have even known if this was AI. And when he said that, Trevor, I love you, man. But that misses the point so much. Because it's like, even if you can't tell it's AI, the issue is, as someone who likes this craft and likes to admire the quality of work beyond just what I'm seeing, yeah, that kind of turns me off. Because when I'm watching Godzilla -1, I'm thinking of, how did they do that? Oh, Yamazaki did this to pull off that effect. Oh yeah, that's some really good internal consistency. That took a lot of thinking. So, and if it's AI that does that, you can't really admire it because it's just like, oh yeah, it's a fucking robot. It was designed to do that.
Well, you see, the problem is that Trevor's contrarian ass has been dropping a bunch of L's recently, so you can't take that asshole seriously. I'm sorry, I love you, Trevor. I love you, Boo Boo. Baby, come back.
Yeah, agreed. Because it's like that defeats the point. Cause maybe if you just want to enjoy the work, on a shallow level, that'll be fine because you're just watching a work to kill time and enjoy yourself. You're not really thinking about the craft of it. But people like me, and I don't want to sound like a snob when I say this, I care about the craft, and so do a lot of other people.
Yeah, you should strive for better, but don't have your whole head up your ass about it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that entirely.
Unlike some people I know.
I know who you're talking about. But
I can guess.
But yeah, again, maybe everything else will be good about it, like the script and all that. But I hope it fails regardless, because I don't want any more companies thinking that this is a reliable market.
I honestly, half of me has given up hope because even if it fails, they're gonna try again.
But let's hope it keeps failing.
True.
There's a chance it will fail a bunch of times, but I also get the feeling that people will keep on pursuing this until they get it right. Because that seems to be something that happens a lot with new toys that people want to play with. They do it until either they get it right or until they finally have to get hit in the head and realize, wait a minute, this isn't the way to go. Like, for example, I know that for a bit there, Robert Zemeckis was doing animated movies that were basically motion capture, where they had a actual actor doing stuff for reference, and then animated the cartoon character over them and tried to integrate him into the actor as much as possible. We saw that with movies like The Polar Express, the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol movie, and I think Mars Needs Mom. And I think Mars Needs Mom was the final nail in the coffin for that, where people's like, okay, this needs to stop. And they stopped giving those movies the time of day. And as far as I know, they haven't done a movie like that since then, or at least not on the mainstream level that got any sort of attention.
Yeah. And again, I think it's concerned. I don't think AI is ever going to become the main thing, because I think there will always be I think there will always be passionate artists who want to bring their work to the screen. But let's say this ever does become the mainstream when it comes to art. I'm going to be that grouchy old man, and I'm going to be just watching the old school media and some low budget stuff. Because again, if you actually care about the craft and not just how you shallowly enjoy the work, yeah, this is not going to be what you want to watch. You're going to watch something that you could actually admire and analyze, and not just literally slop that was produced by a machine.
I'm sort of in the middle ground with that. Yeah, I want the industry to be better. I want them to make as good of a product as they can, but at the same time, I don't want to be going looking for stuff to tear apart. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. I would rather be entertained. Having said that, if I see a very glaring flaw with the product, I'm gonna call it out.
Almost definitely. There's a lot of flaws that don't bother me. Like we talked about before, but Mothra's thing in New Empire, that's an existing flaw, doesn't fucking bother me. But again, when it comes to stuff like this, a use of no soul, that's when it does bother me.
Yeah. The moral of the story is, fuck the idea of AI replacing the humans in the entertainment industry. Fuck that.
I will only accept it if we live in a world like Nier Automata, where the AI are literally humans literally just basically human beings with ambitions of their own. Until that day comes.
Listen, all you want to do is fuck 2B.
I do, and A2.
Cool. Glad we have that on the table.
Yeah. My meat's on the table now.
It's about to get chopped off.
Dude, why'd you take my butcher knife?
I got things I need to kill.
At least wait your turn, damn it.
Life.
But yeah, does anybody have anything more to say about this AI slop?
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Agreed.
Yeah, no. I was never gonna watch it in the first place, so yeah.
Unlike Cody, I like Slice of Life quite a lot, and this was the first thing I heard about, so I was never going to watch it in the first place either. But again, I'm not going to watch it now because it's literally just, it's soulless. Maybe not on the actors or scriptwriters' ends. Maybe they had care, but everything else in terms of animation, yeah.
Oh, I like to correct something. I think my autistic mind didn't explain what my stance on Slice of Life well enough. I'm fine with it. It's just not my go-to thing. I would could think of 10 other things I would rather watch ahead of Slice of Life. And if I do watch Slice of Life, it either has to be especially good or remarkable, or it has to have another element in it that will make me want to stay.
I understand that. That's personal preference. I love Slice of Life. See, Toku understands. Slice of Life is peak. Toku is normie tourist. But yeah, it's I love Slice of Life. I'm a huge fan of stuff that's more calm, relaxing, and also, in case of dramas, very dramatic and stuff like that. But again, that's just a matter of taste more than anything.
A matter of taste, which Toku lacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, thing is, I normally don't engage with anime and manga outside of very specific circumstances.
You uncultured swine.
I'm a person who prefers the West media, my Western media to be animated, and my Eastern media to be live action.
Hey, I don't agree with that. I'm willing to go with both, but I do respect that consistency. You prefer live action Eastern media and animated Western media, so balance, as all things should be.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's okay, Minecraft. Everyone's allowed to be wrong about something. That's what you're wrong about. Anime is love. Anime is life. Oh,
Anime,
no.
tokusatsu, drama, all that stuff is peak for me.
Wait, no. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Look at you. Look at you, Joey, going right into the next thing.
Well, I'm just saying, before we get started, I just want to say, I don't think many people are liking the changes.
Turn and face the strange changes. No,
Yeah.
I don't want to face them. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, but let's get into why.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Shrek.
do I have to do it again? Because I will.
Yeah, okay, can you do it again? Because, I had to turn my computer audio down so you guys aren't repeating yourselves, which is a double-edged fucking sword.
So wait, you don't want me to repeat myself?
Yeah, I would prefer not to. Listening to your obnoxious voice is already insufferable as is.
Takes one to know one.
Okay.
Okay. I think you hurt Minecraft's feelings.
Oh, and Toku said, Goji, can I join? Yeah, you can join, bro. Let me get you the link.
Nah, fuck that. No Toku's allowed. Okay. Where is the motherfucker? Oh, this shit was really shared 8 days ago. Oh.
Pain.
Hey, Magic Man.
Toku Punk's profile pic is Bravo from Kamen Rider Gaim, and for those who know the context, I'm just gonna say he's picking that because that replicates his sexuality.
I'm sorry, what?
And Kamen Rider Gaim, there's Kamen Rider Bravo. This is an ex-soldier. He's very feminine. He wears makeup. He's obviously gay. And to the point,
all right.
yeah, there's even a point in the show where he's beating this other male writer that he thinks is hot, and he's talking about how he's going to strip off his armor while doing this very rapey dance. It's
Okay, so that's one Kamen Rider series I'll be skipping.
Well, it's played off for jokes, which I would recommend Gaib, though. It's really, really good.
Hey, if you want to see a real joke, why don't you look in the mirror one of these days?
Kill you. I am going to shit. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I am so ruined. I just watched that. It was like a funny pic. But now that you say that, oh my god, why do I always do this to myself now? I am the king of elves.
Because you's a bitch.
It's foreshadowing for your sexuality, Mr. Futapunk.
By the way, we all support your transition.
Facebook, I pick on Keyshawn. Everywhere else, I pick on Toku Punk.
Oh no.
Yeah. Why do you sound like
Since when did the Hulk join the chat?
Okay, let's get to this.
Oh wait, Lupin says he wants to join in too. Let me add him because Blue Otaku is Lupin.
Okay.
Oh no, Lupin is an anime show.
You are a mod of the server after all, so it makes sense.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh.
We no longer have any audience members watching the stream.
Yeah, at least we can all agree that after all these years, after all the hype, kill yourself. After all the hype, after all the foreshadowing about Shrek 5, after all these years, I think maybe sometimes it's best to leave things to the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of things that you leave to the imagination. And most of them include you getting fucked.
Oh,
By a man named
my
Maurice.
gosh.
Particularly P. Diddy.
Man.
Like I said, he's Justin Bieber.
Oh.
You say that basically what you're saying, Toku is Sean Diddy's little baby.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Oh, man.
Oh,
Lupin, where are you, man? Lupin, you gonna
Lupin.
join or something? Oh, by the way, Lupin
For those who
asked
aren't
if he
aware,
could join.
Lupin is Toku's boyfriend.
I am so tempted to turn on Cam. Oh.
Aren't you glad you
By the
joined
way-
Toku?
Oh, God. By the way,
Where are you,
asked if
Lupin?
Yeah, by the way, he asked if he wants to join. He asked if he could join.
Where this motherfucker at?
Yeah, I sent you the link, boy.
Where are the white
Yeah,
women
come-
at?
Come here, you freaking
Damn.
Canadian Maple Leaf man.
Don't want to be a Canadian idiot. Don't want to be some beer swilling hockey nut.
Oh, Weird Al, let's go.
Hey, it took
I love
a
Weird Al.
minute.
Yo, it's
I love
him,
Weird
it's
Al,
Lupin. Yo, Lupin the thing. Oh my gosh,
really?
it's the bait. Let's go.
The Futa
Come on,
Bros
man,
are in the
defend me from these-
chat.
Oh,
Futa Brothers Unite!
no.
Yeah.
Stop defending me from these self-projecting weirdos.
Har. I was about
Oh
to say,
my-
it took me a while to get this thing set up. I've never actually used this fucking website, to be honest.
Oh yeah, his PC
Well-
is the same as mine. Fun fact, it's just as bad. I'm not worried.
Ugh.
Like,
Y'all
Yeah,
need to
mine
get
is
good.
shit.
Y'all need to get good and get yourselves some PCs that actually work.
seriously, literally, I'm thinking. I'm
I know.
looking right now.
I'll be saving up for a
Ooh.
PC soon, but the thing is, like, when you're saving up for stuff that you like, for example, things in your hobby, you're saving up for
Oh,
your
yeah.
girlfriend, and you're saving up to bring your girlfriend here in the States. You're
man.
saving up you're using money to survive basic living situation. It's
Why are you
like
talking
it's not
about
exactly
things
easy.
that Toku and Lupin know nothing about?
That is true.
That's because
Wow.
2D disappeared and 3D cope and see, normie. Oh wait, even Lupin wouldn't agree with that. Oh dang, I'm alone now.
I just
All
realized
right.
this
This has been fun.
Anyways, where were we?
Let's roast
Oh,
this
right, Shrek
crap.
5.
All right, now everyone shut the fuck up while we watch the slop.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh. Already it's looking rough, especially with Donkey.
What happened to their faces?
Gamera,
We'll talk
who's the
about
fairest
that.
of them all? Why, Shrek, of course.
Ew, Dad.
Ooh, I'm like, who's making this stuff?
Whoa! Shrek 5.
Okay, I want to say
Starring
first,
Mike Myers,
that is
Eddie
Toku's.
Cameron Diaz.
Fucking Pinocchio had Toku's reaction whenever Lupin walked into chat.
Oh, oof.
Okay.
I'm not gonna even
That's
lie.
funny.
That's actually funny. I'm not gonna even lie. Oh,
Yeah,
good lord.
Okay, so where to begin with? For starters, who asked
Can
for
we
this?
talk about their faces, please?
Everyone, yeah,
I hate the
everyone in the
faces.
world asked for
The
this. We
only
shouldn't
one I
have.
don't like. The only one I don't like is
Lupin, you're cutting out.
sorry.
I thought he was just too busy guzzling your cock.
Oh,
Okay.
Don't talk with your mouth full, Lupin.
oh,
Har har har.
Mm.
Okay, first thing I want to say though is I will say they nailed what the internet's Shrek memes look like. So I'll give them that.
as far as they could.
Yeah, as far as they could. It's not the more 18 plus memes, but they can't do that. It's a family movie. But I will say
If they could.
yeah, I will say this will probably if this makes its way in the movie, I think it should be like one joke. I think it would be really funny as one joke to do that whole thing with Shrek and meme culture.
I
But-
can agree with that.
But don't put it throughout, or else it's going to date the movie and it's going to make it like try hard Gen Z pandering.
Yep.
You
So
wanna date the movie?
well, it's the only thing I will date Toku Punk besides Lupin.
Wow. Gojo, we're like nearly the same age. What the fuck are you talking
Eh.
Well, it's fun roasting y'all. Well, it's even funner roasting Toku. I mostly
but,
roast you, and
yeah.
I could roast Toku by extension.
Funner isn't a real word, Joey.
But yeah, to elaborate on the problem with the faces, especially Shrek's, they made his eyes too big. That's the problem. They made his eyes too big and they squished it together.
I also
As
think
well
that they
as-
made the face they made the head a little bit less fat. Like Shrek's head is more round.
Yeah, the head is too
Yeah.
egg-shaped as well. And also he's just too shiny, even for modern DreamWorks standards. Like,
Oh yeah.
Why they gotta give Donkey?
what?
Look at Donkey's face. I don't like it. I don't know what's wrong with it.
I know.
Something's just off.
Yeah,
They all look
Donkey.
too cartoony. Like if you look at the original Shrek. Sorry.
I know exactly what it is. I think it stems from two things. One, this wasn't animated in-house. For people who don't know, DreamWorks is no longer handling their own animation. They're sort of outsourcing it across seas, which could be why this looks so different. And another thing is the fact that, well, it's far more detailed than the other Shreks. Because Shrek, even though it came out and it was a phenomenon, computer animation was still sort of fighting itself. So
it was limited back then.
Yes, and
with the detail.
This was 2000. This was 2001. 1 sec.
I was born that year and the towers fell.
State. 1 sec. Toy Story had released 6 years earlier.
Yep.
Yes.
This was not even a decade after Toy Story, which was the formal birth of 3D animation. This was when 3D animation was starting to become more was in its infancy.
Yes.
Technically, the late 80s, it was like the true infancy.
Yeah, but this was when it comes to cinematic, Jurassic Park came out 2 years before Toy Story. CGI animation was was slowly but surely developing. Toy Story was the first major full CGI animated product.
That is
CGI
true.
animated film.
I was to say also, if you look back 11 years before the first Jurassic Park, the original Tron movie. Yeah, that was wasn't that the very first movie to have a lot of CGI in it?
I think it was either Tron or The Last Starfighter.
One of those I remember.
Which 1982 film? The 1982 Tron? I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
One.
Proper CGI as we know it wouldn't be a thing until Jurassic Park, but Tron was Tron and other films like that, as well as shows like Reboot and Beast Wars were definitely the starting grounds of that. Plus, Shrek was DreamWorks' first CG animated film, so they were definitely things that they were trying to buffer out as they were learning to work with the hardware.
Okay, but wasn't the first CGI film Ants? Before
wait,
they had
right. I completely forgot about Ants.
Oh, it's good. That movie's horrible.
It was.
Yeah.
Just a cheap.
One thing I want to say, I X'd out Adobe Photoshop on my computer. Am I slow anymore?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Mentally, yes.
My awful computer virus has affected Gojo, and I can't believe it. No. Hey, Joe Smo, what's up? Hey, you're a cool dude. Yeah.
I can't pronounce
he's
your
a very
last name.
cool dude.
Hey, how are you doing? We're just talking about Ogre Slop right here.
Yeah, so
we're talking about
a cool guy.
DreamWorks
I know him.
Agreed.
And we're just looking at aggressive Shrek porn.
So Joe Schmo. He I know him. He's from Zimchat, and he
You'll-
goes to
You're definitely
mean-
Lupin. No joke. I feel like you're
No,
definitely
yeah.
the type to look at Shrek porn
Well-
because you are the degenerate of my crew.
Isn't that
Toku
Toku?
I'm not into Shrek and Shadow.
Okay, we're both degenerates, but we're not bad.
Toku Punk's the futa fucker. Lupin's the one who fucks anything.
No,
Oh.
I'm a futa fucker. Toku just.
No, you're the one who fucks everything, including
Yeah.
Xenomorphs. Like,
So
you were
I-
thirsting over Xenomorph porn before. Toku Punk is the one who likes
Listen,
futa.
okay,
No, it's the other way around.
Xenomorph.
actually. I was-
Okay, the Xenomorph walked into that. Like everything around that is everything around the Xenomorph is intentionally sexual, whether or not. Like, okay, Alien is not about sex in specific, but
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
HR
not look at that and not think, okay,
Yeah, HR
there was
survived.
okay, somebody was
Yeah.
okay. Giger was not thinking things when he was designing that. Let's be fucking real here.
That's
Yeah,
his
Dicks on
style.
the brain.
Yeah, that's HR Giger's style. All his art are like very lewd, artistic, biological, whatever, like organic,
Mechanical.
weed, sex stuff. Like that's HR mechanical. That's just HR Giger's style, like the stuff he drew.
Yeah.
Like
He was one UFO. That and his
Yeah.
what, Swedish
Now,
or something?
this
A
is-
lot of
Yeah.
them Swedish or motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Now, something I do want to say about these designs, though. This is going to try me being like devil's advocate here, because I hate these designs. But do you think that they are trying to make them look older, like, since it's been a while? Like, I think with
I
Shrek,
mean-
you can see a few wrinkles
no,
here. You can,
they don't.
you know, some
They don't
wrinkles
look
in
older.
Fiona. Like, do you think the entirety of this is? Do you think that's partially the case, or not the case at all? I think
No.
it's partially the case.
I was about to make a
They
joke
look
being
younger.
like, they tried
They look a
giving
lot younger.
Fiona the Pixar mom treatment.
Listen, she's always had the Pixar
nah,
mom
she's an ogre.
treatment.
Nah, I'm not a monster. I'm not into monsters and stuff like that. But how you doing?
I mean, if you look at her design, she's always had the Pixar mom treatment. Consistently. So
Yeah, it's kind of true.
Now, there is some things that are going around, like some people, like, you guys know the culture warriors on both sides like to say retarded ass shit. They're already trying to say this is woke.
Oh,
Why?
It's not. It's retarded.
You know what
What?
they were saying is, they're trying to say their daughter is trans. That's what they're trying to say.
Yes, and the moon's made of
Because they're like,
cheese.
you know what they're
Listen.
pointing to for this claim? They're pointing to the fact that the baby had blue eyes. They're pointing to the fact that when she was a baby, she had blue eyes. That's what they're pointing to.
which one?
That doesn't
There
mean
were
it's woke.
3.
That doesn't mean it's
Exactly.
woke. That means it's a
I have
lazy
no
cash grab. They
clue.
forgot what they did just to add celebrities in it.
Oh, yeah, and the sons
Which-
had brown eyes, I think.
You know what I think it
I
is?
think the sons had brown eyes. She had blue eyes as a kid. Huh? What?
Here's what I think it is. I think that those people are jumping really, really high because they can't reach
They're
those straws that they're
grifters.
grasping at.
Yeah.
Listen, looking at the character
It's
here,
like I said-
especially with the character design, that is either goth oriented, tomboy oriented, or somewhere in between.
Yes.
Because the
Yeah.
because the
Like,
piercing
again,
and
I'm
the
with you that the
voice.
designs are dog shit. Like, can we not make it? Yeah, like I agree that the designs are dog shit, but making it like, oh, this is woke. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's like,
If you want to be
That's
technical,
what
Shrek
we
has.
think.
If you want to be technical, Shrek has always been woke by that logic, considering Fiona's entire character.
Yeah.
yeah, being like the strong
And the dragon.
independent woman that
And
can
the
fend for
dragon.
herself.
I forgot about
Yeah.
And the dragon.
I'm
Yeah.
a strong, independent
Wonder-
woman, and I don't need no man.
I wonder if fucking
Well,
monkeys, weird
Cody,
fucking
we
mutant babies are gonna
we
pop
accept
up.
your transition.
Oh my
I got your
God.
transition right over here.
It's a little knuckle sandwich, I'm guessing.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna pull out my overpriced.
Oh, you're pulling out all right.
Ah,
Damn. That's
I
funny.
can't even say nothing. I'm too far. Oh, Joel Smo says everyone thought DreamWorks were back on track with Puss in Boots. Oh yeah, everyone thought this
Wild Robot was
Boy,
good.
expected it
we're
to be
Rongo.
so good. And then
Wild
everyone
Robot
was
was
so
really good.
hyped from, and then Megamind, and everyone was so hyped for Megamind 2, and then it
That
happened.
flopped. Yeah,
then,
Megamind flopped hard.
Megamind, Kung Fu Panda, Ruby Gillman. Just
Hey, I like that
boy.
movie. That movie was decent.
Yeah,
Wild Robot, we
boy.
can all agree is good. Wild
Wild
Robot
Robot was
very
amazing.
good.
Wild Robot was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Senor. Si, senor.
And now, very
work in the garden.
unfortunately, and now, very
Hey,
unfortunately,
Who's doing the Spanish impersonation? You stop that
Me.
shit. I'm gonna come for your ass, gringo.
What are you gonna do,
who's doing
Mr.
Spanish?
Venga, senor!
I didn't
Me
hear no
and my cousin
Spanish.
Tree, we're gonna call our cholos. We're gonna be over there, and we're gonna take you out into the desert, and we're gonna bury you in a pit, and then we're gonna dance all over your grave, and then we'll put some hydraulics on your car. Orale!
Notice my
No
Spanish
más
impression.
mierda. No
My
más
Spanish
eso,
impression.
mierda.
It's just Slow Rodriguez. That's my Spanish
This is the
impression.
messiest stream we've ever done.
No es rápido. No puedo.
Yes, it's been the messiest stream. Well, it got messy the moment you showed up. In more ways than one.
Giggity.
Of course, I'm sorry.
It always
I
gets
ruined it.
messy whenever Ladyboy shows up to Koku's house.
Oh.
Look at the big
Under
belly,
multiple
man.
contexts.
Nice.
Guys, this is how people become homophobic. This is how people become anti-homophobic because you keep forcing them to be something they're not, guys. Come on.
Oh, I got something I can
I'm
force
not
you to be,
forcing you
all
to be
right?
gay. Futa did.
Oh my!
You were already quite the
Joe
joy. Now
Schmo,
you're
look,
trying to get
I
it
hate
to.
Futa.
You were already
Don't
quite
blame
the
them,
joy. Now
Futa.
you're trying to
They're
get
fake
into another
news.
guy's pants.
No. Joe Schmo. You know, I hate Futa too. I know. We watch Almighty Lolly streams together. You're in the chat too, and
As
Lupin. We
Tokupunk
talk
once
about
said,
anti-Lupin. Oh God. Just say it.
as Tokupunk once said, when a man puts on a dress and some makeup, I automatically want to smash. It's not gay. Traps are girls.
He was making a joke, I think.
I
Simp.
actually never said that. He's just BSing.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
back to
Was
Shrek.
he really?
Well,
We were talking about Shrek, weren't we?
yes,
I am
we're
woke.
talking about
I am John Woke. I am Kim
I'm
Woke.
broke. Oh,
Yeah, Luke. I'm
Uh,
broke.
So,
I'm woke. I'm
Shrek
broke.
5. Not
and
interested.
then there's a hooker doing coke.
Yeah,
Shut
no.
up! We're trying to
No,
get back
I
on
don't-
track here.
Okay.
Listen, I don't dread this movie as much as I do How to Train Your Dragon, considering this movie isn't a personal insult in every way, shape, or form to every fiber of my being. But I am getting Minecraft movie flashbacks.
Oof.
Very, very, very many Minecraft movie
Yeah.
flashbacks.
Did they tell you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, for me,
I don't think
the
this is
thing
breaking the
is,
Shrek sequel curse.
Oh
what
my
Shrek-
goodness.
what are
Forever
you talking
After.
about?
Well, I haven't seen Forever After, so I can't comment.
It was
on that.
good.
It's not
I-
that great. It's better than 3, but it's nothing special. It's
I was about to say, to be, I think the only fucking DreamWorks movie I saw in theaters was Shark Tale when that came out way
Base! Base! Let's go. Unironically, that's a great guilty pleasure.
I was like a
I
fucking
don't
toddler or
actually
some
like
shit
that.
though.
Jesus.
Wait, what do you say?
Do the
What did you
roar.
say?
I was a toddler when that movie came out.
Wow.
Wait, what was that movie? Like 2003, 2004?
One moment.
3.
So,
I kind of remember watching that movie in theaters. That's the weird thing. Yeah.
2004.
Okay, I was like 3 years old.
21
again, I remember-
years old. My
Again, I remember
goodness.
watching Batman Begins in theaters back in 2005.
Space. Oh wait, what am I saying? Oh my goodness, no, it can't be right. I'm just blindly agreeing with him when I don't even like Nolan Batman because of Lupin. What is wrong with me? Gojin, don't you dare say shut your mouth.
Well, you don't like Batman? What do you?
Huh?
Well, you don't like Batman?
I think everyone knows Batman. What about you?
Oh. Oh, I thought you said you don't like him. That's what you said.
What did you thought I said?
I thought you said you didn't like Batman.
I don't like Batman Begins. I don't like Nolan Batman. Say it ain't so. Your choice.
In response
I
to
did-
Goku's Buta loving.
Every time I hear that song, I think of fucking Guitar Hero. That's what I think.
Well, yeah,
Hey,
it's Weezers.
Joku Punk.
Losers. Yeah.
But anyway, let's,
Silence! I kill you!
Yeah, let's go back
Anyway,
on topic.
shall we-
Michael.
let's
we
get back
need-
to
we-
Shrek.
There's one more
Exactly.
character that there is one more character that we've missed, I think.
Oh,
Pinocchio?
Pinocchio.
Oh God.
Thing is, like, one of the
AKA
big.
Toku when Lupin shows up.
Let me fucking talk. Can we stop slandering
Yes.
Toku, please, for a half a second? Damn it.
No,
Um,
you're not part of.
Okay.
but
Oh.
the reason this design fails, and this is something that I've seen consistently, because people have defended this movie by saying, okay, but Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was able to perfectly translate the original styles into a vibrant style in a far more interesting and unique manner. And we see this with Pinocchio. Let me just
Yeah, they had that. Pinocchio and Puss in Boots too. And
Yeah,
it looked much
it
better.
was just, he appeared multiple times in the film. The design problem is that he is way too cartoonified and Disneyfied.
Yeah.
And I
what they all
can
look
say
like.
Disneyfied because if you compare this look, especially the eyes and feet and details to Disney's Pinocchio, it is almost uncanny. This looks like a concept design for that original film or even the live action remake.
Dang.
Oof.
That's almost an insult to Shrek because Shrek was like a full parody
I
FU to
actually agree
Disney
with
and all
that.
that.
That's why this design fails because it's antithetical to what Shrek
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. I can see
You
what you
become
mean
the
now.
very
I feel like that's what DreamWorks
Thing you
is trying to
sworn
be
to
at this point, is just a
Yeah.
clone of Disney.
a lot of people have made this comparison
that's really
that this is
unfortunate.
basically like revealing that original ugly ass Sonic design for the first movie. And yes, it is ugly. Trevor, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking
Agreed.
about. But
Base.
I wouldn't
Trevor
go-
likes that, of course.
I wouldn't go
didn't
that-
like that.
I wouldn't go that far, but this is definitely not working for me. I don't know what the train of thought was getting to this point, but yeah, I agree. It's way too cartoony. It doesn't have any of the simplistic charm that the designs of the original Shrek had, and I would have rather they had gone back to trying to emulate that than trying to do whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, like again, like I
Or
think when it comes to
or-
the original Shrek,
or they could have tried something different in a similar manner to what Puss in Boots did, considering that film was able to perfectly get away with deviating from its original style. Granted, Puss was more mixed in terms of design, and if you look at the art style of the original film, it was hit or miss at best. But still, if you wanted to try to be different, take a look at the previous quote-unquote Shrek entry that you made and see what went right there. Don't just Disneyfy something that is a parody of Disney.
Yeah.
I think
Because you fail out of the gate if you do that.
That's why I hate the fucking Zack Snyder DC movies. They try to be edgy to the point they're like tryhards.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
that
I
another
agree.
I think that another element that could be. I do agree that trying to emulate Puss in Boots 2, which is such a fucking awesome movie, could be
Agreed.
another reason why this
Oh, yeah.
why they made this stylistic change. Because if you go back and watch the first Puss in Boots movie, the animation there was more in line with the original Shrek stuff, and I think that people might have thought that by that point that style might have been too stagnant, that 3D animation wasn't progressing the way they should, and then they saw what they did with Puss in Boots 2, and to an extent those overrated as fuck Spider-Verse movies, and wham!
Base, let's go!
A lot of people saw a door open and they're like, we could do just about anything, and now they're just throwing stuff at the wall trying to see what sticks, and that could be this could be a symptom of that.
Yeah, they're trying to be like shit at the wall and hope it sticks.
Because Wild Robot absolutely soared when it came to its visual style.
Fuck yeah.
Because it tried to be something different. It was actually incredibly emulative of the original book. Because, yes, Wild Robot was based on a book.
My goodness, I didn't know it was a book.
Oh, yeah,
it's a children's book. It's based off a children's book.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know Shrek was based off a book, too.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, same with the bad guys.
I
was
didn't
a fan
know that.
of, I read the I read the bad guys
But, like,
before it was a book,
yeah.
and I was disappointed.
Yeah, hell, you compare this to the upcoming Bad Guys sequel, and there is a massive distinction between the two. Oh my god!
Now,
do what they should bring back?
What?
2D animation.
Yes,
Of
please.
course.
2D animation.
Oh yeah, they have.
Yes,
those
I'd love
please.
something like the
2D
Iron
animation.
Giant.
I am desperate for more 2D animation.
Yeah, that was.
forgot.
Yes.
How many of y'all seen the upcoming Looney Tunes movie that's 2D animated that's coming out?
That looks so good.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I want to see that.
I'm iffy about the
I forgot
writing,
the
but the
name.
animation looks very strong.
Oh yeah.
But, like,
very much.
To the point of 2D animation, one of the biggest thing that pisses me off, especially more about Disney's Wish, is that it was originally supposed to be 2D animated. Which,
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
yeah, but they didn't do it because of limitations.
Wow.
I also heard that at one point they
It's
discussed
lazy
making
bullshit.
Moana 2D too.
I think so, yeah. Oh my god.
Now, a lot of people are just calling cash grab legacy sequel with this, and I guess there is precedent for it. But
It is.
here's what I
think
think.
so.
There is basis on this sequel existing beyond that, because back in the day there were plans for a fifth Shrek movie. There was going to be a Shrek 5, but then I think it was
hearing rumors.
I think it was Jeffrey
Yeah, it was
Katzenberg.
the original ending.
I think Jeffrey Katzenberg was the one who decided, let's just pull the plug on that and let's make 4, the one called Forever After the Ultimate Climax that it was supposed to be. Now, I've only seen Forever After once in my life, but I remember it being a solid conclusion. I didn't feel like we needed any more Shrek stuff. And seeing this, I still don't think so. And I'll tell you what, they didn't do themselves any favors casting Zendaya, the flavor of the day, as his daughter, because I'll say it straight up. I don't like Zendaya as an actress. She does nothing for me.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just seems like she's
terrible.
I don't think she's a bad actress.
It's not that she's bad. It's just that I don't feel anything for her. It's not that she's bad. I just don't feel anything for her as an actress. No performance I've seen of her has made me say, she's worth watching. She's worth keeping around.
He's bringing it on me.
Which is a
Alice.
shame. That's a shame, but it is what it is. But everything about this with this Shrek 5 here is telling me I don't want to see this. I didn't want it. I still don't want it. I wasn't screaming for more Shrek content, and yeah, this is an easy skip for me.
Yeah, you should have told that to all of us, because for you
here's
it's just
the
like
thing. I'll take
GTA.
that depending on how. No, you finish.
Go ahead, Toku.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. Thank you for me.
I gotta be right back.
Yeah,
Someone's
that's the
yelling
thing.
for
Like
me.
all of us. Okay, see ya, Lupin. So yeah, that's the thing. It's like just like
Goku's mom
GTA
is
6
yelling
for
for
years,
you.
everyone's saying, "Where's Shrek 5? Shrek 5 leaked footage. Shrek 5 this, Shrek 5 that." Everyone's Shrek 5, and yeah, the meme grew too big, and all the Shrek memes, and yeah, we're all to blame for this,
We're
unfortunately.
all to blame. We've gone too far. We've gone insane. We're hopefully blissless and blind. Any
I've
Sub
gone
41
insane.
fans?
Me, Godzilla Final Wars with We're All to Blame is one of the
I
things that
used
made
to.
me a metal fan and rock.
Doing
Look,
the Lord's
prefer
I
work,
think I
brother.
remember I was
Now, something
watching
I
like
will
some
say,
41. I think I remember I was watching some 41 live, like during like before the premiere of their music videos. I think they like mentioned like they remember Final Wars and they had like a Final Wars figure in their background. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome. But Gojin, I am sorry.
That is
You keep
pretty
trying to
awesome.
say stuff. You keep trying to say stuff, but we keep cutting you off. Speak. This is your podcast.
I know. I'm too
It's fine.
gullible. Okay, go talk now. I said my piece.
Oh, as I was about to say, if I hear good things about it, like maybe it's beautifully animated outside of these ugly ass character designs, very well written, very well acted, and things of that nature, then I might check it out. But these character designs, they're not doing it for me, and they're not doing it for obviously the entire world. Even if, but from what I could tell, they told the people who are doing Shrek to take notes from them. And I honestly agree. Now, granted, like how a character looks is technically up to subjective preference, but still, again, I do not like these designs.
Good character design is actually a big piece of media, especially when it comes to animation.
Agreed.
Because
Also
when
bad.
stylizing the human form, even if it's a mythical creature like Shrek, there's always a line that you need to make sure you don't cross. Whether it be that being the uncanny valley. That's why a lot of the motion capture animated works like the Polar Express or Mars Needs Moms absolutely failed in a lot of ways. And why a lot of people why AI, at least in its early days, was viewed with such aversion or even laughed at in multiple contexts.
I still laugh at AI.
AI.
Terminator's going to come
The only thing
through and
AI
we'll
is
notice
good
it.
for is
Porn.
the only thing AI is good for is the following. One,
The only thing hentai
meme.
is good
Like
for
I
is
made a meme of our friend on Facebook, Keyshawn Johnson, and I used the song.
Don't.
I had the AI use a song with Twisted Sister elements of Keyshawn got molested by a reindeer. Like it's good for it's good for making
Best thing
memes.
ever.
Yeah, and hentai.
And he was shocked when I said it's good for that. It's good for memes, research,
porn,
refining work, and porn.
Indeed.
That's all it's good for.
It should never touch animation.
Porn. The internet
I
is for
agree.
porn.
Here. It is a porn funnel. That is my nickname for the internet. My little porn funnel.
Why do you think the net was born? Porn, porn, porn.
I just got my new ID in the mail.
Oh, dang. New Lupin ID. Dang.
Yeah, yeah. New Lupin lore drop. Yeah.
Bro said it before me.
Because I knew you were going to fucking say it. That's why.
Dang, you bro knows me now.
Oh, you guys are so
You're becoming-
cute together.
You're becoming predictable.
Simp!
Oh.
Got him!
Oh my
I'm not a simp, I'm a
predictable.
chimp. I'm not a simp, I'm a chimp.
He's a monkey who's a junkie.
Shrek it
A
out.
simp.
Shrek it out.
That's what Toku wants to do with Lupin.
No, I do not
Shrek
swing
is
that way.
love. Shrek is life.
See, he
All
doesn't
right.
like me either. Yeah.
Toku does though.
I'm joking. You do you, pal. I don't.
Yeah, I don't do that either. I hate that stuff.
Well, as Toku would tell you, Lupin, it doesn't matter if you swing that way. You're gonna swing that way when I'm done with ya.
Why do you sound like Gollum?
I don't remember.
He does sound like Gollum.
Oh, Gollum! Oh my goodness.
Gollum with
That's my Toku impression.
Toku was
I
born
do not sound anything like that. I have a very, very deep voice.
Yeah, you sound like you sound like Red Letter Media Dave. You know, I'm gonna review Star Wars now.
They show me that.
That's just the worst thing to happen since my son.
Yeah, literally, he sounds like that.
Anyways,
we were talking about an ogre, weren't we?
It's all over
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Yes.
So, can I talk about the leaked
you mean
plot
Toku's
of it?
mom? You mean Toku's mom?
Can we please?
The leaked
Can we
plot.
please just move
Okay.
the fuck on?
Okay. Yeah. So can I
Okay,
talk about,
please get along with this.
so can I talk about the
Minecraft
leaked
said.
plot that was
Okay.
leaked by the guy?
Toku's got
who
some leaked
did
info. Let him speak.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the dude who leaked Zendaya coming, which is the reason why shut up. That's the reason why so it was originally gonna come out in December, but the guy leaked Zendaya's casting, so it was released right now, and the same guy, he leaked the plot, and it says in Shrek 5, Donkey and Shrek's daughter visit another universe. This isn't like Shrek 4. It's not an alternate timeline. Instead, this new universe will feel familiar to us. Any guesses? I hate this. I don't like this. I hate this.
So it's Shrek Into the Spider-Verse.
Ew.
Kinda. Yeah. This is not a joke. This might be the official
It's all
I
plot.
hope that's not true.
I hope not.
Two things.
The Ogreverse.
Two things. If memory serves correctly, that guy leaking out Zendaya being part of the cast is what prompted them to release this teaser early, right?
The
Yeah.
casting couch.
Yeah. And secondly, I am over multiverse stuff in fiction. I'm tired of it.
Me too.
Yeah.
It stopped being cool years ago.
And why would you apply it to something like Shrek where it has absolutely no business being implemented? I mean, who looks at Shrek and like...
If we were to have multiverse stories, I can understand something like Sonic. I can understand something like Godzilla. I can understand Marvel. I can understand DC.
Yep.
Shrek? Really?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like it's
properties.
good, like
Donkey into the Ogreverse.
it works good for like sci-fi stuff or action
Yeah.
things of that nature. But Shrek is something that's literally Shrek is basically like a slice of life thing, basically. Like it's not something you would do the multiverse with. Like I don't know where they got that idea.
Lucky Stars the
Yeah.
multiverse.
With Sonic,
I'd watch that. I'd watch that. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
with Sonic Prime and
you
Into the
told me you were
Spider-Verse.
making waffles. No, Shrek, I'm making pancakes.
With Sonic Prime, let me speak. With Sonic Prime and the Spider-Verse movies, there was at least precedent with this before in the comics. The Archie comics had crossovers with the games, and the Spider-Verse comics were a thing well before the movies happened. Hell, the 90s Spider-Man
they
show
have
did a
to do
multiversal crossover before the Spider-Verse movies. So
And the
there was something there.
Yeah. The 90s cartoon did it even before the fucking comics, which is funnier.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
It was.
Yeah,
Spider
that's
Carnage
still-
was
there
bitchin'.
Yeah,
was-
like the
But that
Yeah, like
still
the
adds
90s
to my
animated
point.
series-
There was precedent. Shrek has
Yep,
nothing
yeah,
like
exactly.
that beyond Forever
it's like
After.
it does. Some things do not need the multiverse.
No.
Shrek
Yeah,
has
like some
no
things do not
precedent for
need the
this.
multiverse.
Yeah, Shrek has no. It's not needed, and it's not, and it just comes out of nowhere. Forever After was explicitly a one-time deal, very explicitly a one-time deal.
300 Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. It's like
I'm just thinking of movies that don't need multiverse shit and then adding multiverse shit to it for the fucks of it. That'd be funny. I'm just looking at my shelf. Kill Bill multiverse into the multiverse. Actually, Transformers could work.
Gilmore Girls multiverse.
Transformers has done it.
It has in the
I need
comics,
to-
but like
Yeah, comics have done it.
Go on.
Yeah, Project Nemesis's entire finale, like the Nemesis Saga's entire finale, involves multiverse stuff. Yeah, and it made that work. So
Now, to be fair, that's
Here
just a
on
leak that has not
Invincible,
yet
it's all
been
about the
confirmed.
multiverse and really good. Okay, enough. Go on, Cody.
That is a leak that has not yet been confirmed. So we probably shouldn't have spurged on so much as much as we want as we did. But it's just such a bad idea that you couldn't help but be like,
Yeah.
why would anyone think that's a good idea?
considering
Very
what the
much.
previous
Yeah,
leak
I
did,
don't
there is
think-
good reason to be terrified of it.
Ugh. Fair enough.
Yeah, there is. Like, I hope that maybe it was just an idea once, and maybe it got scrapped. I'd hope so, because it's like
me
I
too.
really hope so too.
I just don't understand why. Why does Shrek need a multiverse?
I'll tell you one thing for sure. If this was not the idea they had in mind when they were going to do Shrek 5 way back in the day, it's not.
See.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
It says whatever this is, it was twisted and wrangled and ripped apart and then put back together again until we got this crapola.
It was also eaten up and shat out and built back together with super glue,
See, he gets it.
and then just had mega blocks
Yeah.
stuck to it for no reason,
And then put a
Made
tree on
Lego.
top.
and then drizzle shit on it.
Ugh. So,
Anyway,
yeah,
do you have anything more to say about this movie?
hard
No.
pass.
That's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, hard pass.
Pass. We're sorry for
Pass, like-
creating this. Let's learn from the
DreamWorks
I agree,
already
Becky.
disappointed. DreamWorks already disappointed me with the How to Train Your Dragon remake. This is just making that feeling worse.
Yeah,
more like
I
How to
mean-
Train Your Bad Dragon.
Wait, that's by DreamWorks?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'll train my bad
No,
dragon
That,
all
that
no,
right.
movie's by DreamWorks?
yeah.
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 You didn't know that?
I didn't know DreamWorks did live action.
This is their
No,
first.
I
I
didn't
think.
know
it's-
they did live action.
This is their
The
first.
no, it's the
no.
new How to Train Your Dragon coming out.
I mean, technically, the Transformers movies were made by DreamWorks.
Huh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
DreamWorks. When DreamWorks first
That
got
is
started,
true.
they had multiple divisions. They had a music division, a live action division, and an animation division.
And
But then
a
everything-
division.
Over time, everything got sold off until only the animation department was left. But now it seems like they're cannibalizing it to an extent to make it an all formats type of thing when it comes to making movies,
Yep.
animation and live action, both. That's
And
what
they're
it seems like.
starting with a remake.
A remake for a franchise that isn't even fucking 10 years old. Like
Like,
what was the last?
And on personal sentiment, my second favorite film of all time, and one of the most influential movies to me personally. I know you all don't have that sentiment, but god damn it, this hurts.
Oof.
I will say I'm a casual.
I like How to Train Your Dragon.
I'm a
Same.
casual fan. I
haven't seen
did
that
a
movie since it came out.
I did a binge watch of them like a few months ago because, well, the trailer for the live action one got me curious to watch them all again. And I'm just like, no, there's something special here. I'm still wouldn't consider myself like a big fan or anything, but I enjoy the movies. Haven't gone into the expanded media yet. Don't know if I will.
You
I
should.
watched the show.
At least
There's
for the
like,
ones between the first and second.
I remember.
We'll
I
see.
think it was called Dragon's Edge of Burke. So it was like a Netflix
Race-
show. I remember that, and I remember the Cartoon
Race to
Network
the Edge.
show.
Race to the Edge. That's
I
the
guess-
Netflix
That
one.
was like an old
Your-
one.
your
I know
Race
there's a
to Your
lot, but I remember
Edge.
like the first one. I guess that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Riders of Burke. And then there was Defenders.
Yeah, that one. No, Riders. Yeah, that's the one I meant. Yeah,
Mhm.
I used to really like it back in the day, but I barely remember it, and I never saw the third one. I should watch them all again.
Yeah, it's-
I'll say
I should rewatch
At
them
the end-
myself. When I watched lots of them, I really liked them.
right on. They're good movies, absolutely. Regarding this, a lot of people will scream cash grab about just about anything being released nowadays. But the point of a movie studio at the forefront is to make money. I mean, that's why they make these products to sell to people. However, if from that we get a good product, something that we can all enjoy, then I don't see the problem with it. But I feel nothing for this. It doesn't feel like it was an idea that someone really wanted to do. It felt like, how can we ape off the legacy of the movie that basically, the series that brought us to the dance? Because DreamWorks as a whole owes a lot to Shrek. It was like a major pop culture phenomenon when it came out, and that it wrote that. Yeah, it wrote that high all the way until Shrek Forever After, when it was starting to peter out, and I think people were just sort of like over Shrek to a point. But even so, DreamWorks still did a lot to honor it. Like with their opening logo, that music they play when the boys fishing on the moon. That music it's from the first Shrek movie. It's the melody that Fiona was singing to that bird when. Wow. So, Shrek's DNA is very much integrated into the DNA of DreamWorks, and you would think that they should treat it better, but the franchise better, but they're not. I know what you guys are getting at, you nasty fuckers, but I'm ignoring you. Go fuck yourselves. But yeah, you all get what I mean.
When you said his DNA was integrated into the company, I'm like, ew, that sounds fucking nasty. It'll just come everywhere.
You know what? Meet me out in the parking lot. I'm gonna slap you upside the head with a frying pan.
I generally ask this. Lupin, I generally ask this out of curiosity because I know how degenerate you are. Do you jerk off to Fiona porn?
No, I do not. I have standards.
You already do like
not even Fiona Futa?
No, I have standards, like I say.
Lies.
Fuck off.
I believe
Fuck off.
Toku likes Fiona Futa.
You know what the problem is? We don't have an adult here to say, children, stop it.
Bruh, I'm 23. Who you calling a child? I just got my ID in the mail. That's why I left for like 5 minutes.
I don't mean literally children. I mean by the way we're acting with each other. We don't have someone who's mature enough to say, all right, children, you all need to stop. I'm putting myself in that category too. Because I'll admit it, I'm being pretty childish because it's funny.
Yeah.
You can't be growing up with you can't be childish sometimes, you know what I mean?
Fair enough. But
But anyway, do you have anything more to say about this ogre slop?
No.
I have said my piece.
No, I do not.
I have said all my piece.
I don't know why.
I said my piece a
The
long
only
time
thing I
ago.
could. Well,
I think
when you said
I said
after
sorry,
Shrek when it's
I
that
wanna
big
say-
hiatus. I don't know why, but a lot of.
what?
Oh yeah, well.
Next
after Shrek
time
went into
I
that
go on
hiatus
this
after the
thing,
fourth
I'm using my
movie.
phone.
Okay, Lupin, one more time without anyone interrupting you. Say what you were trying to say. Whatever.
Okay, so after the fourth Shrek movie, I don't know why, but I've noticed a lot of retarded kids started watching Shrek. Like in school, I just remember
Because
just
of the
seeing a bunch of like highly sped, like not even autistic, like Down syndrome level kids just watching Shrek.
Dang.
What?
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like 2016, 2015, like Shrek like became huge again because of all the memes and stuff.
This was like
Shrek
before
was
2016. This was like
Oh,
this was like 2012, 2013 era.
Oh.
For now on,
wow.
I am not using this computer for live streams.
Noted.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, welcome to my life.
It is
Because-
noted, my friend.
Welcome
I
to
feel-
my life.
Because I accidentally talk over you guys accidentally talk over me, so I'm using the mobile device from this point on. I tried by Xing out all the pages, but it still was being slow.
Okay.
It matches you then.
Yeah.
You call it slow?
but yeah, as I was about to say,
We're all slow here. Everyone here is slow, except me. Unironically, I am the only non-autistic person here.
Well, we don't know that
Okay.
you weren't ever diagnosed.
Keep telling that to yourself, buddy.
Okay, that is true. I was never diagnosed, and no one else in my family is autistic. but
I don't care. You're the
it
first
might
one.
maybe be up in the
I
air.
hate to tell you, but your ass autistic.
Yeah, you're
No.
autistic.
No, I am not.
Embrace one of us.
No.
One of us. Gooboo
It's
gobble.
bad enough I
Gooboo
like
gobble.
Sonic and all the other stuff I like.
You literally jerk off to Sonic.
What? That's Rouge. Rouge's a baddie. That's a big difference. Rouge is totally different.
No,
He likes
Still
the
a
back
Sonic
titties.
character.
no, he looks at
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
boy version of Tails.
Just remove the head and it's all good.
Right.
head?
Sure. No
But
head.
as I was about
No
to say, I think I basically said what I wanted to about this teaser a long time ago. I just been kind of insulting Toku Punk and at times Lupin because it's funny.
Yeah.
I think
I get it.
basically. I don't have anything more to say aside from God damn it.
I don't
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
I think I have one more thing to say. Why don't you get away from me, donkey? What you talking about getting away from you? I'm making waffles.
One thing I will say is, Deuterar.
Oh yes, to the right. To the
Get a roar.
Oh man. Now I gotta put on the 10-hour version.
I love you, Daddy.
But anyway,
Bobby,
that-
don't tell the boss to do the roar.
But anyway, that was it for this episode. It was a bit it was a bit chaotic since this was my
No,
first
it's my
on
fault.
this. It was
stepped
partially
in
mine.
Shut up.
It was partially mine since I'm using this laptop that's a bit outdated. So,
Can't be more
Yeah,
outdated than mine.
well, I think we both have outdated laptops, so it led it to being a bit chaotic. And I am so sorry, Minecraft, as I actually cutted you off a few times. But
It's fine. We all
But
do
yeah.
to each
Didn't cut
other.
him off. We've been cutting each other off this whole damn time. Fucking A.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
This was
But-
really chaotic and messy.
Remember,
Why
Yeah.
can't
keep your
we
dreams
be
wet, your
friends?
pants
Why
dry.
can't we
Peace
be
out.
Why can't we
friends.
be friends? Why can't we be?
But overall, I had a fun time giving my thoughts on all of these. I'm sure you guys did too.
Yeah.
Stay
Oh,
tuned for
yeah.
next episode where we'll be looking at some of the Godzilla news, like relating to -1, Monsterverse, and things of that nature.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Me too.
We could
But that was it for this-
also spend that time talking about the Mothra comic.
Yeah, of
is-
course. Yeah, of
Absolutely.
course. We'll spend time doing all that while insulting Toku Punk.
But of course,
I'd be down to return.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad you guys
Excellent.
came on. This was fun.
I've been wanting
Agreed.
to come on for a while.
I'm glad
Gave
you
me a
did.
good excuse to talk about Gamera, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Gamera, Gamera is really neat. He is made of turtle meat. We've been eating Gamera.
But that's it for this episode.
I didn't
Thank
think-
you all for watching. This is Gojin the Makai Phantom, leaving the building.
Stay awesome, people.
See ya.
Keep your pants dry and your dreams wet, kids.
Unlike Toku Punk.
Boys. Oh.